Well, in a news update that will shock no one, Fisker has officially gone bankrupt. We knew it was going to happen. They were laying people off. Of course, Fisker has a very challenged history when it comes to running car businesses. They originally had that Fisker Karma, which was like a weird looking hybrid with huge wheels. Interesting looking vehicle, but plagued with problems, bugs, all sorts of things. I think it's like a cult vehicle, maybe like the DeLorean, where a few people, will hang on to it and bring it out to car shows or whatever. But I think most people wanted to get rid of that thing as soon as they got it, and it was a $100,000 vehicle. And then I think a Japanese, maybe a Chinese company started up called Karma, and they renamed it the Rivero, and I don't think it's much better now, but I'm not sure if they're still selling that. And then Fisker came back with an all-electric car, the Fisker Ocean. They had plans to make other vehicles, the Fisker Pear, the Fisker Plum, the Fisker Rutabaga, I don't know. But anyway, they made a few thousand of the Ocean. Maybe it was 8,000 or close to 10,000 or something or other, I think. And then people had, again, lots of problems with the electronics. They had like a 2.0 release, which fixed some of the problems that people were having. But we knew it was only a matter of time, and then they were laying off people and cutting the price of the vehicle severely. It was a $50,000 or $60,000 vehicle that became a $30,000 vehicle, and now they're even below that. And my question for this video, as we'll take a look at some of the listings that are out there right now, they're already $25,000, $26,000 Fiskers with very low mileage available. My question is, how low would the price of a Fisker Ocean go before you would consider buying it at this point? If it was a $10,000 car, a $12,000 car, would you take a chance on it? We know there are no parts. There's not going to be any service or support. You're going to have issues with it. But how cheap would that thing have to go? I mean, people are going to be dumping them like crazy now. But before you would jump into it, it's a nice looking vehicle. I'm sure it drives fine. They're a lot bigger than you imagine. My wife has a Hyundai Kona, and it's bigger than those, that's for sure. But let's take a look at some of the listings out there, and just leave me a comment. How cheap would this car have to go before you consider buying it at this point? All right, and starting off, for $25,900, you too can have a gently used Fisker Ocean. You'll see a lot of them here, well under $30K. Many of them with very few miles. There's one with less than 4,000 miles. Of course, Elon Musk has been trying to make a sub $30,000 electric vehicle, and here it is right here. Now, it used to be 50 or 60 grand, but they slashed the prices like crazy on these. I'm sure a lot of people who had just purchased one were not happy about that. And then they paused production, and we just waited around, and finally, of course, they've announced today that they are, in fact, filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. It is, really sad to see. They're nice vehicles. I've sat in them. The interiors are nice. They have interesting features, like a button where all the windows go down, even the little back quarter windows go down. And I know you can change the orientation of the screen, portrait or landscape. Like I said, good-looking vehicles here. These are some of the exterior photos of one of the ones for sale, and then we'll check out a listing in a minute that shows the interior, but nicely appointed. They have, of course, solar panels on the roof. I'm not sure if that is just a glass roof, or there is also some sort of sunroof that's available. Not 100% familiar with these vehicles, but I have seen a couple in person. I saw a couple at the car show here in Atlanta a little while ago, and we'll see right here what they look like on the inside a little bit. It's hard to tell because this one has a dark colored interior, but again, nicely appointed, nice looking vehicles, roomy, good storage space right back there, good leg room, and that screen that can change the orientation. So it's too bad, a lot of good things about these cars, and they were working on them. Like I said, they had a software update where some of the buggy things that they had going on were resolved at least. But now the Fisker Ocean is dead in the water. So once again, leave a comment. Let me know how cheap would this thing have to get before you finally just, went ahead and pulled the trigger and decided to take a chance on the Fisker Ocean.